All right, how's everybody doing? My name's Tommy with the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you can get all my upcoming shows. Alrighty, and on today's episode, I am going to break down a beef brisket flat for an early morning cook. Stay tuned. Alrighty, we got about a 7-8 pound beef brisket. We got the flat USDA choice. Okay, I don't want to bore you with too much how I break it down, as there's a lot of videos on YouTube, but I'll cover the basics. Okay, I like to wash my brisket down and pat it dry. Okay, and there you go. All right, and the first thing to do is to get some of this silver skin off. Okay, just like as in pork ribs, you got a little silver skin. Alrighty, and this isn't competition brisket, so just get off what you feel comfortable doing. If some remains, it's no big deal. Okay, also as you're doing this, feel around the meat a little bit. Anything hard needs to go. Anything hard is not going to render. Okay. Alrighty, and we got the fat cap again. I'm feeling around. Feel something hard. You want to cut that out. I also like about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch at the most fat cap, okay? But again, anything hard's got to go. You want everything soft on the brisket, and that's going to render down. Okay, that's flavor. Okay, anything hard is just going to be a mess when you bite into it. So get rid of it. All right. And also, as you're doing this, you want to think about the shape of the brisket, okay? You want a nicely shaped brisket. So anything, that's flappy, that's hanging off, just straighten it out. Okay, you want to straighten it out. You want to cut it off right there. We'll get a nice cut over there. Get the big boy, of course. Want a nicely shaped brisket. Also, that's with the grain, so that's how I'm going to make my cuts after it's cooked. So I got a nice starting point that I'm going to see. There you go. And also be careful. Don't cut towards you like I'm doing. It's hard. Okay. Always cut away from you. I've been cut many times, and I guess I haven't learned my lesson. And again, feel around. If it's hard, cut it off. There, I'm going to shape that off right there. There you go. You want a nicely shaped brisket. I'm going to try to keep this whole cook down to about 10-12 minutes. I'm going to be doing it on the 18-inch Smoky Mountain Weber WSM. Okay, so I'm going to be going with a water pan. I'm looking at about an 8-hour cook. All right. I'm going to start this cook in the early hours. I'm going to wrap it at about 160, which should be about 4 hours in. And that's usually the stall. And again, total cooking time should be anywhere close to about the 8-hour mark. We're looking to get up to a temperature about 200 degrees, but we want to probe it so it just kind of slides in and out like melted butter, like softened butter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to go with a three-part dry rub that I would show you in the AM. I don't use a binder. Sometimes I'll do on the whole brisket, but on the flat, I won't use a binder. I'm just going to go with the 3 different rubs. Alrighty, and that's a good-looking brisket right there, and we'll see you early in the AM. Alrighty, and here we go. Like I said, I like to do a 3-layer of seasonings. I got my Black Magic, my Himalayan pink salt, and my BOB'S SMOKIN SOUTHERN BBQ. Okay, this is a Boots to Barbecue. This is a veteran company. More about them later. All right, and first off, I like to do a light coating of my Black Magic that leans towards the peppery taste. Okay, if you've never tried Black Magic, the links will be down below after this video. It's a peppery type Black Magic. Good stuff, good stuff. And we want to, just going to put a light, since we're doing 3 layers, I'm going to go light on the first one. And we want to get the sides, of course. I said I wanted to keep this video down to 10 to 12 minutes. I'm already in 12 minutes and we haven't even started cooking yet. And if you can hear in the background, that's the Flintstones playing. Alrighty, and that looks pretty good right there. Alrighty, and for my second layer is my Himalayan pink salt. Okay, this is a coarser, okay, a little bit thicker of a chunk. This will help form a beautiful crust. Okay, it's got a leans heavily on the garlic. Okay, leans heavily on the garlic. And you can see the chunkiness of this seasoning. And we'll do both sides, of course. And you want to get all your sides, your tops, your bottoms. And again, this will help with that crust. Or bark. There you go. And last but certainly not least is that BOB'S Smoking Southern Barbecue All-Purpose Rub. And this is going to give us that classic barbecue smoky flavor. Okay, that we all are looking for. It's what we all want. The Black Magic and Himalayan leans more towards the seasoning. This is the classic barbecue flavor, of course. And again, I'll leave links down below for all this stuff. Again, we want to cover the meat quite generously with the stuff. There you go. Oh yeah. You see see the coarser ground chunks of the Himalayan pink sauce. We got the black magic, and of course the classic BOB'S Smoking Southern BBQ. And here we are at approximately 4 a.m. in the morning, as we let that rub sit for about 45 minutes on the meat. And there's my trusty black lab on her first cook, of course. Yeah. We're going to go with some cherry wood on this cook, some cherry wood. And we'll look to stabilize this temperature at about 240 to 250 degrees. And again, we're looking at about an 8-hour cook at about 4, or about 160 to 170 at the stall. We'll look to wrap it. And at that point, we'll probe. So once we close the hood on the meat, we won't look at it for at least 4 hours. And there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And when you put your meat on, you do want to form it. You know, just kind of push it in place. Alrighty, we are in the 5-minute mark. And there you go. That's a 5-hour mark, of course. 5 minutes, 5 hours. And we are looking at about 160 degrees. 157. $160, and at 5 hours, that's good enough for me. I'm going to get this sucker wrapped up. Oh yeah. That's a nice bark forming. Ready, and basically what I like to do is I use my pink butcher paper. 2 sheets. Get a nice tight seal. And I like to add a little beef broth mixed with a little Worcestershire sauce and some seasonings. Just want to put this around the meat, not on top of the meat. That's a little seasoning on top of the meat. Liquid goes around the meat. And you'll have plenty of moisture coming off that meat also. Okay, so we want to get a nice seal, a nice wrap. And now we'll remain in the stall probably for another 2 hours before that temperature starts jumping. I'm adjusting my cook time to maybe close to 9 hours. You'll see. There you go. Of course, we want to probe this on the thickest part of the meat. There you go. And I'm going with 2 probes. 2 probes. We'll see you in about 2 hours. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, we are, Jesus, we're close to 10 hours in. We just hung up on the stall. And as you can see, maybe we're about 9.5 hours in. And we got a little bit longer to go. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. Maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, we'll let that go another 10, 15 minutes. Alrighty, so we pulled it off. We put it in a towel. We put it in the cooler. We let it rest for approximately 2 hours. Alrighty, so it's been one hell of a day, one hell of a cook. Let's unwrap this up and see what we got.
Molly, why are you limping?
It's a big plate. Molly doesn't limp.
It's hot. Feels firm to the touch for sure.
Action.
Ooh, look at that juice, man. Oh yeah, look at that bark. That is a pretty piece of meat right there. I want to save some of those juices.
What thing?
I want a juice. I want to save that juice.
And I do have a full house of people. And we've been enjoying the festivities for the day,
Get it all over the place, please.
if you know what I mean. Alrighty, and let's cut this bad boy open and see what we got.
Good video, Dad.
And it feels very firm, very good.
Edit that in the video.
Alright, we got a nice smoke ring
Is
there.
that overdone?
Overdone. It's not done enough. Are you getting this in the video?
Yeah, he's videoing it right
Alright.
now. He's showing it in the camera.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I try a little bit?
No.
Video?
Oh yeah.
How come you're the only one that can try it?
It's the end piece.
I'll tell you
That's
that
my fudge.
that Bob's Smoking Southern Barbecue Rub certainly is a nice flavor. Look at
That's
those
the money
juices.
shot.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Look at the juice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what it's all about right there, isn't it?
Do we hit stop?
Oh, holy shit. Look at the juice coming out. Look at it.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna let this run. I think that speaks for itself.
Tommy says the pit boys are shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alrighty, and
Tommy serves coleslaw and potato salad.
that's about it for this cook. Wow.
That's it.